But attorneys see this and think, well, that's manipulative. That's taking advantage of people. Clients should just find us naturally. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. My name is Jay Pro, and we at Loudr Media help personal injury attorneys scale to 7-figure months consistently. I want to talk about something that's been bothering me for a while. The tension between attorneys and advertisers. See, most lawyers hate marketers. They think we're manipulative, sleazy, and unethical. And in this video, I'm gonna explain why attorneys hate advertisers, why advertisers understand something lawyers don't, and how this tension is destroying your ability to scale your practice. Let me tell you about a scene from Mad Men that explains everything. Love this show. There's this scene in Mad Men where Don Draper's talking to a potential client about love. She's all romantic about it, talking about how beautiful and pure love is. And then Don laughs. He says, love was invented by people like him to sell products. He explains that feeling of love, the way we think about it, the way we experience it. It's all manufactured by advertising to make us buy things. Her whole worldview just shattered. And that's exactly how attorneys feel about advertisers. We understand psychology at its deepest level. We know what makes people move, what makes them act, and what makes them buy. And that's scary for attorneys because they realize they can be manipulated. So they reject advertising entirely. But here's what attorneys don't understand. Psychology isn't manipulation, it's just simple communication. When I create an ad that says, worried about medical bills after an accident, I'm not manipulating anyone. I'm speaking to the real fear that accident victims have. When I use urgency in advertising, I'm not being sleazy. I'm helping people take action on something they already need to do. But attorneys see this and think, well, that's manipulative. That's taking advantage of people. Clients should just find us naturally. Meanwhile, insurance companies use the same exact psychology to pay your clients as little as possible. They use authority. Our medical experts say, your injury isn't that serious. They use social proof. Most people accept our first offer. And they even use time pressure. This offer expires in 48 hours. But somehow, when you use psychology to help victims find legal representation, that's unethical? Most attorneys aren't willing to do what it takes to scale because it's uncomfortable at first. It's uncomfortable tapping into psychology to get people to act. It's uncomfortable being direct about what you do and why people need you. It's uncomfortable asking for the sale instead of hoping some people just figure it out. So they stick with referrals. They stick with professional marketing that doesn't work. They stick with being comfortable and broke. Meanwhile, the attorneys who embrace advertising psychology are scaling to 7 figures while you're still waiting for the phone to ring. Here's what kills me about the attorney mindset. You think referrals are more ethical than advertising. But think about what a referral really is. Another attorney is using their relationship with you to influence a client's decision. They're leveraging trust and authority to send you business. That's psychology. That's influence. That's exactly what advertisers do. Except we're honest about it. When I run an ad, everyone knows what I'm doing. I'm trying to get accident victims to call you. When another attorney refers a case, their influence is hidden. The client doesn't know about your referral fees or your business arrangement. So tell me, which one is more ethical? Here's what attorneys who embrace advertising understand that referral-only attorneys just don't. Advertising scales. Referrals don't. You can't control referrals. You're literally at the mercy of other people's decisions. With advertising, you can go from 10 cases to 100 by increasing your budget and optimizing your campaigns. Advertising is predictable. Referrals are not. You never know when referrals will dry up. But with advertising, you can forecast your case flow months in advance. Advertising gives you control. Referrals make you dependent. When you rely on referrals, you're building their business. When you master advertising, you're building your own empire. The attorneys making 7 figures per month all understand advertising psychology. They know people need to be educated about their rights. They know accident victims are confused and scared, and they know clear, direct communication helps people make better decisions. They're not afraid to be persuasive because they know they're helping people. They're not afraid of urgency because delayed actions means worse outcomes. They're not afraid of advertising because it's the fastest way to help more people. Meanwhile, attorneys who hate advertising are stuck helping 20 or 30 people a year instead of 200 or 300. Who's really serving the greater good? So here's the truth about advertising ethics. Good advertising helps people make a better decision faster. When someone's injured, they need legal representation. The longer they wait, the worse their case becomes. The evidence disappears, witnesses forget, records get lost, gap in treatment, statute of limitations. Effective advertising gets them to act quick, and that leads to better outcomes. Bad advertising or no advertising leaves people confused, uncertain, and uninformed. Which scenario serves the client better? The attorney who's afraid of advertising or the one who helps people take action? Look, you can keep hating advertisers and stay comfortable with your 10 to 20 cases a month, or you can embrace the psychology of persuasion and start helping hundreds of people every year while building a 7-figure practice. The choice is yours. At Loudr Media, we help personal injury attorneys use ethical persuasion to attract more clients and build bigger practices. Check out the link in the description, and if you're ready to grow, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment below. Do you think advertising psychology is manipulation or communication? Because the attorneys who figure this out first are the ones who will dominate their markets. Make sure you're one of them, and I'll see you in the next video.